Use that emergency counterspell, my dude. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Charlie. It's gonna be how it is. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight, we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Black Finale. The last standard black, rotation proof, of course, before we get the whole suite of new Dominaria cards. And great rotation season is upon us once again. It is almost here, guys. September 1st, 2022 is when rotation will be hitting. Standard will be swapping out. Things will be changing. Everything will be up in the air. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. You know what it is. This is a mono black sacrifice, 100% rotation proof, only using cards from the last 4 sets, and 100% ready to be slotted in to receive all the wonderful new sacrifice cards that we are going to have from Dominaria United. So before we get down to this one, guys, I need you to do something for me. Before we look at the goods on this one, you know what you need to do for me? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, if you don't, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you if you don't. He will absolutely rip you up. Oh, teeth and claws. And listen, something is changing about him. I don't know. He's just becoming more powerful, so just watch out for him. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj. Yeah, first time streamer shout out to Crazy Flame WCF. Yes, he is here. He found us. If you want your first time streamer shout out, come on by. You can check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. We would love to have you there to check out everything that we've got going on, all the latest news and spoilers and deck builds. This deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. And so you can get a copy of the deck there. And of course, hey, you want a J Villain hat? You want a sweet J Villain hat that says I am a villain? Well, I got a deal for you guys. Buy yourself our sponsor, HelloFresh. Sign up. $25 is all it is to sign up for their cheapest program of fresh, delicious meals delivered to your home. Using my link and code in the comments pinned below. And yeah, you tell me about it on Discord. Well, I'll buy you a free hat. Boom. There you go. So we want to thank our sponsor for helping us out this month. And let's get to it. What are we talking about here? Dockside Chef. Sacrifice is going to be a big one on this one, guys. Not full on sacrifice, but sacrifice is going to be pretty big. So Dockside Chef is going to be a 1 black, 1/1, sacrifice an artifact or a creature and draw a card. 1/2 is not a bad drop, and that ability to sacrifice without tapping is really useful. And we're going to need that sacrifice outlet going forward. We're going to have to pull off a lot of trick plays on this one. Now, when we have something like Braids or Risen Nightmare and some other stuff, the new stuff coming out, maybe we won't need as much of him, but he's a good one to keep around. Eaten Alive, another sacrifice outlet that is going to be an evergreen, kind of removal. Exile. Why? It's exile, guys. So you can sacrifice one of your own creatures, or you can pay the extra. You can pay basically 5 total. So in the late game, you can just pay the money. You can just pay the extra money and exile someone, or you can, in the early game, you can just go for it and just exile somebody by sacrificing one of your creatures. And we're going to have great sacrifice outlets for you to do. Fake Your Own Death. If we're talking about sacrificing, we're talking about ramping. I feel like Fake Your Own Death is going to be one of the better new ramps. We're losing Deadly Dispute, and we're losing our favorite Shambling Ghast Lady there. So we're losing the ability to generate a lot of treasure on turn 1 and turn 2. Fake Your Own Death is a good way, especially if we have it as an instant. +2, we can swing in with Dockside Chef. Everyone always falls for the blocking meme. And of course, it dies, it gets +2, it dies, it comes back tapped, and you get a treasure token. So you can actually move a little quicker with Fake Your Own Death. I also like the ability to use like Eaten Alive and Fake Your Own Death in a combo platter here. So I do Fake Your Own Death, then Eaten Alive, I sacrifice it. So basically, I make it one card, so it's exile something, sacrifice a creature, the creature returns, and you get a treasure token. I kind of do the combo platter thing right there for on turn 3 with both of them. So that's useful. If you just want direct removal, we're going to go for Infernal Grasp. Sometimes you just got to pop it out of existence. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. We are gaining a small amount of life in this deck. I'm not so worried about that 2 life loss there. It's not that big of a deal for me. Not so much concerned about it, so we're gonna keep that going there. You know, just for the instant removal. Fake Your Own Death, Eaten Alive, unfortunately, is a sorcery, so sometimes we do need that Infernal. Vengeful Strangler is one of those cards that nobody really seems to play. I play it because it's very, very deadly if you know how to use it correctly. It's a 2/1, it can't block. If you're going to start swinging in with it, they don't want to get hit by it, but also when it dies, it becomes an enchantment, which is going to be Strangling Grasp. Enchant creature or planeswalker. A lot of people forget if they have a planeswalker, this will enchant them. At the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted permanent controller sacrifices an online permanent, then that player loses 1 life. So remember, they don't get a choice. A lot of people be like, oh, it's lose 1 life or sacrifice. No, you have to sacrifice, and even if you sacrifice the person who has Vengeful Strangler on it, it's going to happen anyways. They're going to lose the 1 life. You have a few of these on there, they're going to really start choking out, especially when you start force sacrificing them with Henrika and force sacrificing them with Invoke Despair. They're really going to start hurting with Strangler's Grasp. It's also a great sacrifice outlet to get the extra cards on the board with Dockside Chef. So I like to do Dockside Chef into Vengeful Strangler. Turn 3, I can draw an extra card, throw Vengeful Strangler on one of their aggro creatures, and boom, they're suffering. They have a painful card on them, and I got to draw an extra card out of it. No problems there. Very nice. Graveyard Trespasser, if we're gonna go gain and drain, why not? I like that the ward discard 2 mana and 1 black human werewolf creature. A little bit harder to target when Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks. Exile 1 up to target creature from graveyard. If it was a creature card exiled this way, each opponent will lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. Very, very nice. Solid soldier right there. Just a solid trooper that's going to swing in. Graveyard Glutton basically does the same thing, except you can exile 2 cards. A little bit of graveyard hate for our recursion players. And of course some more gain and drain as it goes. We're really trying to drain life out of them. That's going to be a really, really solid, a solid drain effect there. And listen, she's going to be evergreen for a while. She's going to be useful for another year. Body Launderer out of New Capenna. Yes. I know he's a mythic rare, but man, is he going to be worth his weight in gold later on. Why? 3/3 Ogre Rogue. The trick is don't put him with other rogues. 2 black and 2 Death Touch. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies. Again, when we're sacrificing, Body Launderer connives. When Body Launderer dies, return target non-rogue creature card with equal or lesser power from your graveyard to the battlefield. So the stronger he gets, the bigger cards he can return, and the more stuff that you have dying, meaning that you're sacrificing with Dockside Chef. You can connive, meaning that you're going to get the card draw basically and then can discard. And then of course, when he dies, you can return stuff from the graveyard to the battlefield directly. And if you're saying, well, I don't want to connive, well, if you know that he's going to return stuff to the battlefield and he's going to get to a 5 or something like that, put a Henrika, put a Junji, put something big on there if you know he's going to die. He's a great blocker. You can pull off some great combos with him. Henrika Domnathi, here we go. 2 black, legendary creature vampire. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Each player sacrifices a creature. You draw a card and lose 1 life, or transform Henrika Domnathi. Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink. She becomes the Infernal Seeker. Each creature you control with Flying, Death Touch, and or Lifelink gets +1. Well, we have a few creatures with Death Touch. We don't have a few. We have Body Launderer, which can be enhanced when we swing in, which is really nice, and her, who has Death Touch and Lifelink. So she will help boost up Body Launderer if he's going to swing in. But also just that ability to force other people to sacrifice, again. Each player sacrifices a creature. Again, if we have good sacrifice outlets that we can do, kind of like Vengeful Strangler or something like that, or if we know that we can bring them back to life with Body Launderer, or something to that effect, I'm not worried about it. Henrika Domnathi is going to really, really help us there. Invoke Despair, we're going to go 4 on them. If you only want to go 3, I kind of get it. Invoke Despair is a really, really big banger. People are watching out for it because it's a terrible card. 4 black and 1. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Then repeat this process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. Really, really powerful, man. It can absolutely slow sweep a board, and if they have nothing out, they're just going to lose 6 life and you're going to draw 6 cards. Absolutely crushing right there. Junji, the Midnight Sky, there he is. I think named after Junji Ito. I think all the dragons are named after famous manga artists, if I'm not correct. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dragon Spirit, 2 black and 3. When Junji the Midnight Sky dies, choose 1. Each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Very useful. I've been close to killing someone with that loss of 2 life. Or put a target non-dragon creature from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Under your control, you lose 2 life. So again, we have kind of that same Body Launderer resurrection ability built into Junji the Midnight Sky. It's a non-dragon creature, so it's pretty much anything that we have. We'll lose the life, but again, we are gaining a little bit of life, so I'm not too worried about it. And a 5/5 Flying Menace is a pretty solid card. You can see we have a fairly expensive high end here. So it is more of a mid-range tempo deck. It is not aggro. You kind of have to try to survive the early parts of the game until you can get your control up. It's it's a little tricky to do, but we can finish it off with the Meathook Massacre. Yes, we can. That is going to be our sweeper of choice. Yeah, just being able to kill everything, kill our own creatures, drain them out for that last bit of light, get our life back is going to be great, man. There's a lot of creature cards. There's a lot of swarm creature decks right now. Meathook's always going to be in season. It's always going to be in style. There you go. We're going to finish it off with that. Hostile Hostel doesn't get to be seen a lot, but if we're talking about sacrifice outlets, we sacrifice a creature, put a soul counter on Hostile Hostel. Then if there are 3 or more soul counters on it, remove it and transform it and untap it. It becomes a 3/7. You may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creature cards exiled with creeping in. So kind of a funny, punny card here that also has that sacrifice outlet that can give us a payoff to be a to give us a creature land, and at the end, if we have enough sacrifice outlets for it. Just 2 of them there. If you want to put Field of Runes in here too, that's fine. 2 Takenuma swamps in there just to resurrect a few things, a few creatures, and 20 swamps altogether. Black Finale. I think we need the 24 land because we are running a little expensive here with 27. We do have a high end. A lot of humans, citizens, dragons, ogres, warriors, spirits, 5 instants, 8 sorceries, 8 enchantments, 24 lands all together. Our Smoky Pet there, our Skullbacks. 24 lands, not that much treasure to ramp, so we are going to need that extra land on there. That's what we're going to be looking like. So if you want to look at it on the sideways view here, so there you go. We do have a few early plays. We have some mid plays and we have some late plays. It's not an aggro deck. It's kind of a mid-range tempo type of thing. And of course, Meathook is just the wild. It can fluctuate from anywhere up here to down there. There is Horizontal Gang. If you're a Horizontal Gang, leave me a comment and say Horizontal Gang rise up. I personally cannot build decks like this. I can look at them like this, but explaining them like this just makes no sense to me. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, pretty even distribution altogether. That's what we're looking at. 100% rotation proof. You could craft this today and it'll be good for a year in standard. And there's plenty of stuff upcoming. If you're going to watch our podcast, if you haven't seen our podcast of the top 10 cards, go watch that. And of course, tomorrow we're going to put out our deck builds, me and Numbskull. We're going to be talking about our favorite builds that we're going to be doing. There's going to be tons and tons of cards that we're going to be able to put into this to improve it. So keep an eye out for that. Here we go into Diamond Ranked, the Black Finale. Hebel. Opponent goes first and I have no early plays. I don't really like that. That's fucking worse. I'm gonna get aggro. That's the problem, man. I'm gonna get aggro to death in this deck. For real, though. I'm gonna get absolutely fucking aggro to death. This is a really good deck. But currently, like, people are just gonna fucking aggro the shit out of me. They are just absolutely gonna fucking dominate me on the speed. I need some early plays. Because look at this. Like, he's just gonna fucking punish me, dude. I gotta take out some of the heavy shit, man. The CMC on this is way too high for currently. I gotta put in some heavy fucking... You know what might be good? You know what might be fucking good in this one, man? Path of Peril. To slow him down, man. All he's holding, he's just holding fucking counter spells. Curtains might be a good choice, just as an early blocker. That might be the only choice. Because he's just gonna hit he's just gonna hit counters right now. I'd rather go for the removal and see if I get that knocked out. I think that, yeah, I got to take out some of my high-end stuff. Maybe some less invokes. As much as I like invokes, probably maybe only 2 invokes. I don't know. What's up, Nukes? Let's get this. Pull those counter spells out. He's just gonna run counters, dude. He's got bounce and counter forever, or he can just run whatchamacallit. Oh, sorry guys, I took what I call a blue player break, which is when I step away from the stream to go get water, while a blue player is fucking taking 20 minutes to think about their whole goddamn life, and whether or not they want to play the 50 instants they have in their deck. Do apologize for that. I was out of water. There you go. There's his counterspell. I made it back in time, too. While he sat there and fucking stared at his cards and said, "Geez, should I counterspell this?" More counterspell. Oh. Oh. So you got it now? So you got it now, boys? That was arguably worse. Mortlock, how you doing, bro? Look at all those fucking chickens. Okay, so let's do... There we go. All right, now we're getting there. Did you get it, Numbskull? Because they sure as hell didn't respond to my fucking emails. Tell you that much. I don't know what I did to upset them. I must have made a man at some point, man. Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers. That should be Snickers. They should do a campaign with Magic the Gathering, playing somebody who's running a pure blue deck. Grab a Snickers, because we sure as hell know you ain't doing shit for a while, man. You just be sitting there. You'll be fucking sitting there and drawing mana and doing nothing else. Guy's gonna stare at the one card in his hand and wonder whether or not he should play it. That's what's gonna happen. Oh look, a mana. How fucking fascinating. Cairo, us, Swayze, but there's below 800 subs channels that got it. Yeah, I don't understand that. I know that there are channels that got access and have less. I know there's streamers that have less followers. I know there's subs that have less channels. I don't really understand the criteria. I wish it was a little bit more transparent. So the one that really confused me was the one that really got me was the alchemy one, because like, not even pulling my leg, but I'm consistently was one of the biggest alchemy players. Like, if you went on AetherHub, the top alchemy decks were all my decks. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn there. That's just what it was. Like, I was consistently putting out alchemy content. And I requested to be in the alchemy one for the Baldur's Gate one, and they never got back to me. So that one was a little bit confusing, to say the least. There's Henrika Domnathi. Graveyard Trespasser. There goes that. Who are we going to try to... Oh, look. Can we get somebody out of the graveyard? Delver of Secrets. We're going to eat that guy out of the graveyard. Okay. Swingo Bingo. I can't believe... Oh, yeah. We Snickers barred our way to victory here, guys. I tell you what, man. And I don't... like I said, I consistently... Probably one of the only guys that was consistently, like, making... I don't know. I don't know if they have criteria or not. I honestly, I think it's just... They just have... I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I wish there was a more transparent system. I'll tell you that much. I would love to. I would love to show my friends. I would love if they had a system where we could, give out raffles and packs and codes, special cosmetics, to encourage people to play the game, to this game that they have. This man put his whole freaking email address. Good Lord. I might have to... Do I have to blur that out? Lord mercy, man. This man put his whole email up on there, man. Yeah, it's nice. I like to encourage people to play the game. I like this game. I love Magic cards, so. Oh, he fell for the blocking meme. Can't fall for the blocking meme, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't, he'll probably get early access. I forgot to... PD told me, because I talked to Power Dragon about it, and he was like, they really didn't let you in for Alchemy? And I was like, yeah. He's like, tell me next time. I know some people at Wizards. Maybe I can, I know a person or two at Wizards. Maybe I can get you in, if that's a problem. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. But I know PD had it. He used to work for Wizards, I think. But the alchemy one really confused me. Listen, I get I'm small, but in the alchemy world, I'm the only person who doesn't hate it. Me and Numbskull is carrying alchemy on our shoulders like Atlas. So that's what was so surprising. I mean, they don't get if it's a prof. They don't like prof anymore because he spoke out against. He'll tell them people not to buy a product, and they don't like that. So, Ooh, Invoke Despair. Very cool. Connive. Vengeful Strangler, Shoe. Dockside Chef, sure, why not? Alright, Hostile Hostel. Okay. Pump, there we go. Oh, wow, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming back to the board if he does a wipe here. The fact that I don't use a webcam, did Sanyo get it? Because he doesn't talk or use a webcam. And I know there's some VTubers who got it too. So I don't know. I don't know if that matters. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Numbskull. Like, I've seen VTubers get it. So they're not doing balancing on alchemy anymore. So what's the point? Where do the whispers of that come from? I didn't hear any whispers of that. Hey, listen, Nukes, you don't know what I am. Fontana Banana, sorry to do it to you, man. You don't know what I am. I think it's because I'm a vampire. And I think it's ageist. I realize I'm 178 years old, but I don't feel like that should be held against me. Real Ancestors is out. What is Real Ancestors? I don't know what that is. Alright, a couple more games and then we're calling it. See that. Oh yeah, no, there's forced losses. Now I'm gonna flood. There we go. Let's do that. Hit. Bit curious as to, oh, Esper. Yeah, he's got instance. He's got a ton of instance. Raffine. Very nice. Let's do that. Let's do that. Swingo bingo. Take one of those. Pop. There we go. Poof. There we go. Gonna connive it. Discard a card. He actually didn't have to do that, but we will. That's going to be our secret, huh? That's going to be our secret. Why? Because this card says this spell cannot be countered, and what ward does is counter a spell. So even if you don't pay the ward cost, it won't be countered. Into the Royal. That was the main deck, Into the Royal. This deck is future-proof. Yeah, this is future-proof mono black. Well, that tells me you got an instant in your hand, guy. Thanks for telegraphing that for a mile away. Let's do that trick. If I had to pick 3 cards to shape a meta at rotation now and Dominaria, hot take. You mean what I would like to be top meta? Man, that's like asking me. I don't want a top meta, bro. I want a boiling meta. I want some stuff. I want hot stuff popping up left and right, man, and going back in on it. I want crazy things happening. I think Lily discard is going to be interesting, and I'd like to see the return of heavy discard. That is a painful experience. Not just because I'm good at it, but because it's a painful experience. There we go. He got his little yeah. He's gonna sneak in. He's gonna snack in, am I right? Well, thank you. I like my content too. go. They do lose a lot of speed. I'll give you that. They are going to lose a lot of speed. My graveyard. Ooh, who do we want to kill out here? I guess we'll take out Dockside Chef, huh? And we'll kill two of them. Drain, drain, pop, pop. There we go. There we go. Yeah, vampires might be making a comeback, and Webstar is out of there. If you can play, yeah, tempo. There's this thing. There's the card that is basically a Meathook enhancement. So if you can tempo yourself to Meathook, you can win on a Meathook. The speed which you could get Despair is obviously slower, but it's a nice finisher still. All right, we're gonna try one more, guys. Well, we'll try one more. Clerics could be good. Clerics could be good, just very different. That's certainly something to look into. I think that we're losing a lot of good, solid clerics. Well, we're getting another aura. We're getting an aura of a different flavor. You must have not watched the Black Council podcast with Skull and Jay, because there is an aura. He's called Ratatoska of Urborg or whatever the hell it, and he is absolutely a Chad, and he wants to kill everybody on the planet. Anytime anything dies, a legendary creature dies. I know it's legendary only, but when a legendary creature dies, it becomes a version of itself. It becomes a zombie version of itself. Now, that does only apply to legendaries, but... Oh, yeah, Ascended, yeah, Perfect Sleeper or whatever. Perfected Sleeper. Yeah, everyone likes that. That's a fucking banger. Restoration of Edgeganj. And Strangling Hands is going to go off right now. Lose one life, then sacrifice a permanent. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. I know historic clerics are going to be absolutely banging. Explorer clerics, holy shit. And I don't want to get anybody too excited, but the return to Ixalan means that we may see another veto, okay? We may see a new veto card. I don't want to get you too excited, guys, okay? But it might happen. Watch this, guys. This is going to be funny. I love Vampire Knights. If we get more Vampire Knight support in the new Ixalan, that's basically my main reason to get to 2024. It's the main goal. Wedding announcement. Yes. Yes. Restoration Mage Ganjgo. Hey, thank you for coming by, STUMFA. Spirited Companion, very nice. All will be one. Do you think the Phyrexians will be forever eliminated? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be forever removed. That's going to be the real question. There we go. Elish, I'm sure we're going to get Elish. Ooh, Junkai Naturalist. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to hook these guys quick. Damn it. Wrong fucking choice right there. Wrong goddamn choice. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, man. Son of a bitch. That's a spirit. So if they lose two, spirits you control, it'll put them down to... I should have hooked him. Should have fucking hooked him. He had a fight. He had a fucking was holding on to a fucking exile. This may be my deck, by the way. Hey, thank you for coming by, Sir Exis Jaxis. Yeah, what have the Phyrexians been doing? Don't forget they've been building this plan for a long time. He fell for the blocking meme. He fell for the blocking meme, ladies and gentlemen. He fell for it. I can't believe my man fell for the blocking meme. You can't block, man. This game doesn't. This game doesn't let you block, bro. That's not what this is for. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much. Do that. Bump, bump. My turn. It's got to sacrifice something. Something's got to go. That's going to be that guy. All right, we do that. And unfortunately, we're going to have to hit you with the Despair right there. Pop. There we go. Goes the Weasel. Okay. Another Esper. Fantastic. You know I love Esper. Okay. We're going to put that down. Clicky. Hitty. Resolve. Auto pay. Connive. Get rid of one of these meat hooks. Draw that. There we go. Boof. There we go. Oh, okay. All right, look at that spicy apparition right there. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice something. Alright, lose a life. Fantastic. Body Launderer. Put that down. Oh, counter. I was giving you a way out, man. I was giving you a way out. Now you gotta keep that Strangler on you forever. Now you gotta keep that Strangler on you forever. That's too bad, man. It's too bad. It's too bad about that, man. You gotta keep that Strangler on you forever, man. He's gonna strangle you to death. That's okay, though. You're alright with that, right? You're okay with that. Right? You're okay with that. You like being strangled. You enjoy it. Gets you off, doesn't it? You sick son of a bitch. Alright, let's put that down. Let's put that down. Let's see if we've got some more counter spells up in this bit. Oh, no, he doesn't. Sacrifice that one. Alright, fake your own death. Put that away. I think we need to keep that meat hook. Need to keep that meat hook handy. Need to keep our powder dry, as the saying goes. I don't think he wants to take the 4, bro. You don't want to take the fucking 4, man. He's going to take the 4. Oh, my God. So if he does anything but kill, yeah. Oh, he exiled it. Oh, good man. Good man. Because I said if he kills Junji, he's dead. He still hasn't figured out a way to get rid of Rafine's strangling hands. If he can't, next turn is going to put him to 1. So Rafine slowly being strangled to death. Because that's funny. Okay. Yeah. Boop. Boop. Oh no. Oh my dude. Oh, use that counterspell, man. You only got one of them. Use that emergency counterspell, my dude. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Charlie. That's gonna be how it is. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it right there for tonight. It's a pretty good one. Is blood. Hey, what's up, Abyss Wizard? First time chatter. Thank you for coming by. We're gonna leave it right there for tonight. Had a bit of a weird night, but this is probably gonna be the last deck that I build. So the word of the day is gonna be rotation, because I think tomorrow, Wednesday, is gonna be the podcast looking at our new decks that we're gonna be building for rotation, and Thursday is gonna be the all day rotation extravaganza. So there's that. Until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. This has been the Black Finale. The word of the day is rotate. Adios, everyone. Bye-bye.